7 as Empire FM, so near Ekosiisen Jumedian was Guswa, Uti and Medini or Sabon, so make us a chairman, Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, Ewaha, or National Chairman Ma and DC, and AD and Common Chairman, Yemra Electoral Commission, and same flag bearer Akasa, and he makes the point, say, Enyadia Mobeje, the result of a flawed election at the Atum. Why would you be making such statements with few days to go to elections? Are they more prepared the minds of more supporters and to accept defeat and answer to agitate another?
Oh, Debbie, let me say about what they and yet yet to abano. How cost a lie on one year to Papa. About only a process. Process no a by year started election 1992, I started MPP for boycott through elections for 1992. No. Echo 1996 no muno. And I bind the chance so some people for the parliament na say okotana say ye laws ever regulate elections na the man for bekan say one-sided parliament will come out of a law that will ensure that they remain perpetually in government. It's an more opportunity for the biggest opposition outside parliament no some participate in the process. And then IPAC by it. See a new inter-party advisory committee, non-electoral commission for no. It needs also. Nian tries to build more consensus. But all quiet election now build the consensus. Now go for GD more. Obia etimi participate in the process, hoping say the outcome will be fair and transparent. And until Nasa IPAC by the year Juma IPAC by one of the time tested the year. Go for free. Omo eba. Bibi free to the extent to say, yes, I see as now the regulatory elections on Kana. Electoral Commission for the technical team, normal political parties, the representatives are before 2016, the CI 94 now the year Jumano. 1 more year Jumano, MPP 4 Kaho, NDC 4 Kaho. Party Nankaso and some representative in parliament on the subsidiary legislation committee for the counter. Send a bear parties in Nabinji under the current dispensation. IPAC has become more or less free school phobia, but no doubt better transnear and say headmaster say me baby ready when I'm saying baby we are namoko. So that's important institution now. One more did near my big group of deliberate. I remember say in the run up to the 2016 election, you see electronic transmission. In the procurement process, no crown MPP4 insisted say they should be part of the procurement process because of the technicalities and the other things that go into it. Until a committee was in the office on Beshe, normally part of the procurement process, but eventually let me say. Antimi and select it, and we amaya and electronic transmission. That's the extent to which IPAC no etimi ediako. Under the current dispensation, you are just called and notified. When him says this year, say Electoral Commission, one of the bone of contention before the 2016 election, and previously was no verification, no vote.
Yes,
and until now, BV this by say yempes will be a bit cheaty system no into corner don't sabe team machine is you are verified. See I'm verified won't mean trouble and be in agitum and until exhibition drew so electoral commission phone deploy the same machines no be used on election day no or deploy into all the registration centers now okoye exhibition na odon san kusi so then if you are verified I wouldn't say that about to be drew so no. When you go, you'll be verified by the machine. Now, inside the Omoye exhibition, there are so many centers at the SBT machine be anyhow. To connect with you, say, Obi, say, Utro would be 4 months ago. Now, BBS, now we are now on back one track. She say, Sir, on Sunday, because the EFI system no, verifies your 10 fingers. If one is not there, and I say one is traumatizer, just hold on senses why it cannot verify you. Into exhibition the time, o corner say we are na machine na intimi and verify one. Na amount forms no afele. Now you do to register be so a friend of face only identification register. Which means on the election day no bar. There's evidence for fingerprints. It builds confidence in the system. Because Sawuka say Ube use manual verification. You are then giving the presiding officer unfettered discretion. So no bet me akaso as much with the oba. You see, Nintia, and who here said yeah verification, they say. I'm going to go to Supreme Court in 2012 election.
Yes.
Who per se who adi see what polling station where Bibi Obey Biano is recorded in the verification device. Until who print it out. The printout will tell you say so and so number of people and the machine are verify until say Ekoba say there is overvoting. Kurana person verify overvoting now. Machine no ebetimi aye reference point. Ebetimi abo who say I me womu no doso. But one machine na verify no. Until baby aye do there. Na sesanke ba ye chikura say yes about manual verification view. How many people met and signed an electoral commission for a out to say one manual verification? They didn't meet IPAC.
But was it not the kind of question that was posed? A whole response, not the cast. And for example, say Nipa Abba, no facial, when the face biometrics near the finger, that's still there should be another layer.
When say I facial verification. So our registration, did you see any facial recognition inside?
Which registration are you talking
about? Saying registration, new machines hereby. There's nothing like facial recognition inside.
You said they did not pick the facial biometrics?
Yeah, can facial recognition. Now, say, friend say, machine, facial verification.
Yes.
Is there any facial verification?
During the registration?
Yes.
No, but it was done. The EC says it was done. The camera that picks when name picture, no, it captures everything on your
But
face.
the previous machine didn't capture BBR.
That's what they said.
But the previous machine was capturing your face and everything. And they said that one was not enough until they were going to build a new system.
No, and not a capture or picture. But it doesn't take your biometrics, your facial biometrics, which is different.
No.
The old machines.
The new machines it takes your biometrics near
one side. Yes. Before facial now iris it picks.
Well,
it picks.
I don't know to that extent because
it picks. Okay. But the EC cannot possibly deceive the whole Ghana. So my peki a facial abro mom peki. It cannot be. Can it?
Have you checked?
No, but IPAC
No, because technical things are telling you that we don't have facial verification there. No, almost somebody registration.
Yes. It's not there.
You can check and see.
That's what your technical people have
told you.
That's
what technical are telling us.
Wow.
You can check and see. Until you see that system we now and system we build at every point in time, decisions be a person taking. IPAC is met. The discussion is taken. We all agree. Say when you person here, then we move one step ahead, another step ahead. We build confidence in the system. Because our students here no so be register them, and we meeting and then Saturday register students. Sometimes you have even sending your agents to go there, and they are preventing them from other areas to go. And what President Mahama is simply saying is that. Yeah, dear, we want a fair, transparent, and open process. If it is fair, if it is transparent, we don't have any problem. But we are not going to accept a fraud. And the fraud, now you can say 30,000 names, we are told, have been deleted.
Yes.
We don't know whose name has been deleted.
Should you know?
Yes.
But
if you delete 30,000 names,
yes,
you must make those names available to the political parties. You must go to your website and say assume as you hand the 30,000.
The two committees, the adjudication committee and the other committee, and I was say almost go through the parties had reps, no?
The parties had reps, but the parties and the system that was put in place from my people who attended is nowhere near the 30,000 that has been deleted. And you can cross-check
Sana will call
people.
for
Yes. So what we want is that by this time, publish the names of the 30,000 people that have been deleted. Put them on your website. Police station where you because you see, people have the right even to challenge. People have the right to challenge. Who you be free register more? All right, it's about challenging.
Now, so that opportunity has been given them, and that's why there was the adjudication committee. You are called. There's a committee, and you been taking decision.
The adjudication committee did not call people individually.
How about the other committee, the district?
The review committee is where you are challenged.
Yes,
but beyond the challenge, you know, I think that what they have done goes beyond the challenge.
Absolutely. The review committee no on adjudication.
And because so it goes beyond the challenge because it will get to a point that obi nim say obi and challenge me. Me call it obi and challenge me. Me deem wom. But through a certain process, let me know say me free. Now if I have anything to challenge about it, I'm going to challenge. What we are saying is that in order to enhance transparency, come out of the 30,000 names now. We're deleting which constituencies, which polling stations, and you're eating free. It is not difficult. We are not asking too difficult a question. Say, even if you have your website, place it on your website. Let everybody know, say, this and this and this and these are people whose names have been deleted from the register.
Okay.
That will build confidence in the system as we move forward. And these are some of the things that our flag bearer has been talking about. Say, we have had time-tested principle. We have had collaboration. We have had situations where we sit around the table. We never say anything. Sometimes political parties will come together and say, "You feel say we are because you see, football, there were two teams. Yeah, be a friend a pre-match conference. Now, referee and match commissioners, like I say, rules of the game. No, say. Jessica less. We say because because have sometimes people here now obi ashe JCB. Not the abandon SSI JCB there. I say ukuyi. But they do all these things. Send the buyer ubia etrim ben the fine say ade na aye no. When the mra e dey atofa say first one e dey. Enti we are only calling for fairness. We are only say you know when you say it is very, very difficult to print the registers. We have just about how many weeks? Just about just about 3 weeks plus.
Yeah, two elections.
The pen drives were given to us just a couple of days ago to get this bulky document printed because the voter register is to be printed by the political parties themselves.
Yeah, but the pen drive is giving you around the same time every year. There has not been an election pen drive earlier than you've gotten now.
This time round, do you know that most of the timetables have been shifted? Check the Electoral Commission and a timetable we use with some of the election.
This is an unusual year. There is COVID. Things we are not in normal times. In the end, surprising.
If we're not in normal time, that is why we said if we're not in normal time, there was no need for you to rush into a register that will create problems for you.
It has not created any problem, has it?
You think that this register has created problems? The problems that people have to go through, the challenges people have to go through, the beatings people have been beaten, the stress people have to go through. You think that hasn't created any problem? You think it hasn't created any problem in this country? People have died out of it.
The register?
Yes. People were stabbed and killed through the registration process. You never heard it in Banda?
I did. So I'm trying to link it to the registration.
So it is this system that we're talking about. Say, look, if you had adequate time to overcome all these things, why did you rush into this? I don't want us to go back
to issues.
But I'm saying that going forward, all what we are demanding, say, there should be open communication. You see, you don't just call people and say, we're in the market. Sometimes, you're moving more higher electoral commissioners. But because of what you man hire anything, young crowd no, it may advise it. I'm electoral commission for no crowd who say, baby or why, on my mistake. Now, saying as someone see here with the president printing house was near there. At a point in time, they have to come and apologize when our people went there. So, we say printing of ballot papers, no, who per se political parties near present. Why do you print somewhere? And no dear. Far, man who say something is happening here.
But no, I'm say all the reps there were in the known.
They were not there.
Any of them could go in any
It was not true, because anywhere that we have deployed people, anywhere that printing is taking place, they are there to take records. And when they reported that thing, there was nobody there when they went and the thing was taking place there. And then at press conference, it clearly shows that there was nobody there. And they didn't know that some printing was taking place there. And that undermines the transparency and credibility of the process. And the
Honorable Baby, I do see barely 3 weeks to the next election. More confidence in the process as it stands now.
Well, we have challenges with the process from the beginning to where it is. But we are committed to go into the elections. We are committed to participate into the elections fully. And we are asking, say, every aspect of the process must be transparent. Say, William, the security agencies, one register about. There are several security officers who are saying say their names.
Early voting,
A lot of them say their names are not in the register. A lot of them are complaining and say register now, but no. But you didn't. On election day, we are being deployed. How do we address it? It's a matter that has come up. You are a journalist, you can find out within the security system. You're sure about this, so some people are complaining, say, need a friend saying a special voters list for the special voting day on that day. And it's a source of worry. We are also saying, say, security on the election day is something that we are very much concerned about because of what happened in also West Wagon. Because for the first time we saw people in national security. National security people have nothing to do
with elections.
With elections. The election is supposed to be supervised by the police and other allied security agencies.
So national security in your hand, they cannot move in.
We are saying that, but you don't tag them to go and sit at various police stations because they are not party agents.
But that's not what happened at Ayawaso.
Ayawaso people were sitting there with national security
as security for more police stations.
Police station carrying national security tags. Ayawaso was gone in black T-shirts with national security tags. So what we are saying is that national security, the composition of national security, people who have been recruited into the national security, people who came under the guise of national security in Ayawaso West Forgotten, people who came and said they are my men. When even the police were denying, say amen. People who were shouting that this is the beginning of 2020, people who were firing and using assault rifles and others. We are saying, Nana Akufo-Addo keeps on assuring Ghanaians and the international community, say the election will be peaceful. We hope that his actions will be backed by his words, because we have information of latest recruitment of certain people from the security agencies who are being trained within a very short period and be released for purposes of election security. When there are people, I am saying, that is the information that we are getting. That people have been recruited in some of the security agencies, immigration, police, and others last minute who are being trained and who are going to be discharged in some 4-6 weeks time.
But that is not illegal, is it? Say, among who say numbers, no more recruiting through legal means.
Well, people are complaining that they didn't see the processes. The processes for recruitment was not open and transparent, and they don't know where the people are coming from, because the processes for recruitment into the various agencies where they meet and they go through the drills and go through everything, go through the medicals and people. People are saying that some training are taking place all over the place and the people did not go through the time-tested processes. I stand for correction. They can come and say, I'm wrong.
No, but you put it on national radio.
Yes, I am saying that that's the information that we have.
Information from who?
Information that we have, that this training are going on. And today, as we speak to you now, when you go to Koforidua, the last time we were returning from Asisiwa, some of them go through the Boutique Force area, they are being trained, and some are in secondary, some are in other parts of the country who are being trained all over the place. We are hoping, security on election day, will be handled by professional security men whose loyalty will be to the state and not to the party, any party, so that we can have confidence in the process.
One of your major promises as national chair was to create the ballot box protection unit for the NDC. Mwakriti.
Well, we are saying that
promise.
We are saying that this election is about communal labor. Communal labor means that everybody is involved. So the ballot box in your village, in your town, in your electoral area, you might be interested in what goes on there. And you must protect your vote. You vote now, the amount, making sure say what bad what to will be counted.
And the requirement I'll be fast why.
Oh, I can't be first one say you be vigilant at the electoral at the polling station. And so people are encouraged, say they must be vigilant at the polling stations.
How? Well,
vigilant. We are kind of about now. I saw about now. I saw about now.
It means
ensure say we vote to know is being counted.
Meaning that you've not delivered on a major campaign promise to your party.
Well,
because you were all over the place. But now, how kind? Some will created a ballot box protection unit.
Well,
you failed.
I have not failed because the election is yet to come, and we protect
the ballot. The unit will protect the ballot.
We will protect the ballot. It is, I say, it's a communal, it's a clarion call. Say every community. In fact, I come be a president. Mama say the chiefs, opinion leaders, assembly members, youth, and everybody must be interested in making sure that the ballot is protected. So it's a clarion call. Inti me kwa de adwuma na me ka se me nananom ahemfo ne ada opinion leaders kwa almost ye nyina ba gi atum se ye nyina ba hwese e be boy box no ho ban. Inti it has been accepted. That principle has been accepted. Say polling station protection is a shared responsibility for all of us, all political parties and all citizens.
And you will not see a special unit going around protecting ballot boxes.
We will see
from
NDC,
the NDC.
We will see NDC agents
polling
being deployed at the polling stations to ensure that there is ballot accountability and ballot protection.
And those agents are different from the known polling agents.
They are the party agents who will be recruited, trained. We are training, as I speak to you now, there are training going on all over the country.
No, Mamenti Asiye. Electoral Commission demand there's a party be adding a rep as a polling agent. That is different from what you are saying.
No, they are the people who are going to protect the ballot.
Mo polling agent.
Yes.
In the training men, how can I me?
Military
training.
No. We are training them to understand the CI
the electoral law,
the CI 126, and what is contained and what they are supposed to do on election day. We are training them to understand how the ballot will be transmitted and how they are supposed to be vigilant. We are training them to know how the pensions are entered and all those things. They are all part of the ballot box protection system.
The system.
Yes.
In the day, no, say me report. Now me call polling station be. Now me who people clad in a certain attire.
Oh, you are not going to see people clad, but you are going to see communities very well organized to ensure that nothing untoward happened to their ballots. The communities themselves have been assuring us that they will protect their own ballot. The chiefs and opinion leaders say they will protect their own ballot.
Based on a Juma and my year going into this election, more chances to say on a scale of 1 to 10, more chances to say in this election.
Our chances are that we'll win majority of parliamentary seats.
Majority in parliament.
And President Mahama will win more than 50% to become the next president.
Yeah, he obviously has to win more than 50%. Ain't he? Samisha Parliament, as you know the gap. The gap is close to 60 seats between Money and NPP. And you saying Zemube form a majority, you know, that's a huge call.
Well, what happened Emma MPP before? It's been winning your form majority when we were in the majority before the 2016 elections.
Political analysts have said 2016 there was a huge wind of change. It blew. Yeah. Do you feel when you test the pulse of the nation? Who feel is in 2000? I mean, you could feel people wanted change. Do you feel that now?
I feel it very, very, very. Everywhere you go, you feel that the people feel very, very disappointed.
Ghana.
Yes. The people feel very, very disappointed. People feel that there is a lot of hardship in the system. People feel that the economy is not doing well. People feel that there is unemployment everywhere. Look, when we went to areas in the eastern region, the youth are agitated. Almost said they are disappointed. They don't have a future because there is unemployment everywhere. There is hardship everywhere. And anywhere that you go, NDC manifesto, and policies to say, friend is saying, apprenticeship program. I can say, look, we are coming in to support and conform Mama Yamonsano Jumaye. So, person Kusuya Jumabia under our manifesto. Yankasa, Abambe Pesika, Niakwaku 2 Tinsa, Nayatuya, Master Craftsman, Yamanisika. Na wa churchill near more stipend kakri betimi a holdu usu adwumani we bi assessments 1 year na so opon ho ye hairdresser ya san to ho akade de ama wo ye fitani ama tools wo ye electronics ya ma ho akade a wo betimi de akwa set up your own see you be establish a technical vocational institute in every district be ni ho na ya make sure say you be encouraging more psychomotor you understand
training,
than cognitive training.
Where the train teacher in you,
na yetimi nipa ne de wonsa aye adwuma e covid ba ye ni hu yi says wonsa no adwuma na yetie bia we be fro say be bi mame e ma wonsa atimi akọ no. That is what we are looking at. Say you betimi create opportunity for the youth no betimi anya adwuma, because unemployment has become one of the biggest problems. You see at we say the end of senior high school, what happens to it? What happens to the teeming Ghanaians? Their thousands are almost exiting senior high school. How are we? Will the system be able to accommodate them? We are not expanding the universities. We are not expanding the polytechnics.
You are sure they are not expanding the universities?
What expansion is taking place? Taking into consideration the number of people that are being trained free senior high school. So if you don't create opportunity, a bit me absorb some of them. Now it me amawom hands-on training. Now immediately no adwumani homa ye benya a very serious problem on our hand. And these are the pragmatic policies that you are outlining our manifesto no ya pese ye bibima bo Ghana for. Ya na mo aye campaign, we are campaigning on the basis of the fact that we are introducing free primary health care education. I say a free hospital, free primary care now can a free hospital say who say sabe say enye nipa nyina de timi nya sika kwaye on national health insurance obi ho na insurance wu kra ontimi nko renew nti o yare na ko bisa na o say insurance a wo ntimi enko nti aban ne say look, we will look for support funding. Now you create opportunities from district hospital, polyclinic, chip compound, health center near Dina, or Yarea, or hospital. Once you have your Ghana card identify also your Ghana, you can access free medical care. You calculate here, you who say under the ABFA from the oil revenue, you calculate about about $1.4 million annually. Billion. $1.4 billion annually can be set aside to take care of the health needs of our people, because we taking health care needs of the people. Now we spread the benefit of development, because a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. Enipa no wa hodin a wo metimi ye adwuma e de boa obi nya malaria by 1 week 2 weeks no ntimi enko for productivity surface. Until these are the things that are buying for so obetimi de aya obetimi de aboa ama Ghana for ehun atimi atowom. We have a number of policy alternatives. Therefore, say, you bet me a creative safety net so that the ordinary Ghanaian can have some reprieve for himself. Because you see, we cannot be living on hand to mouth basis. These are several policies at NDC.
Now, before some Bebano, many General Secretary of the MPP didn't come up, and Mibusane said. And then the confidence that they are winning, because on my target say for the presidential, they want to increase the gap from the close to 1 million to 1.5 million. And now for the parliamentary, on person mundi almost seats they 200 from the current 169. Owa kasemo form a majority in parliament. Presidential and some candidate benya 50 plus 1 to win the presidency. That doesn't sound
well. Our target is that we are getting about 53% of the presidential votes.
53%
of the presidential votes.
But that's an increase of almost 10% from 2016.
It is possible.
Feasible.
It is possible. What was the percentage of MPP in the last election? What was their percentage? And I'm telling you that 1 million gap, it's an artificial 1 million gap. I mean, the election results will come and you will see that 1 million is just an artificial 1 million. Anybody who comes to tell you, say, they will increase that margin of 1 million. I mean, it's just I am very careful because I'm a strategist, and I believe that I cannot sit here and put my strategies
out in public.
In public, and then see that I know our target in regions. I know what we are going to do in Ashanti region. We are going to surprise a lot of people in Ashanti region.
Ashanti region.
We are going to surprise, but I know our target. I know what we are going to do in Central region. We are going to do very, very well in Central and Western region. I know we are going to consolidate our position both in Volta region and Western North. We are not going to suffer any losses there. I mean, because we are tightening things over there. But you see, it is not good for me to sit here to come and discuss
more strategy.
Our strategy.
But me person who what really gives you the is it some
we have done research. Our strategy is based on empirical research.
Party now.
Yeah, research. We have
how many?
We have conducted not less than 3 researches. There's a team on the field doing research. And so our projections are based on
scientific
analysis. And
3 the result you are saying now.
We are winning majority in parliament, and I want to emphasize here that we win majority in parliament.
Hey, Chairman Ofosu Ampofo.
We win majority. Record me. We win majority in parliament, and President Mahama will have over 53% plus votes to become the next president of the Republic of Ghana.
Hey, Chairman, so me sure regional registered voters now. One who Greater Accra. Number of registered voters. 3.529 million.
Yes.
And I've spoken to people, political analysts, and they make the point, say, Nipa Bebre free Greater Accra because of COVID, and come regions and Kotuaba. And majority of them, Oko Kantamanto, Moni Omo Akekano, people who have gone to Ashanti region anyway. It is our phone in Yanabe. Do you know what that means?
Do you know that we as a party also took a decision that our people from the north voter region and others must not move into the. So go and check the numbers in some constituencies, and we know where the numbers are coming from. We know where the numbers are coming from, and we are very confident because we did analysis and we know how many people will transport and move out of Accra to various constituencies, and we ask them to stay. And so we know the numbers. We are dealing with numbers. We are very confident about what we are saying.
Hey. Chairman Ofosu Ampofo, I say, my party for hopes to do.
I am saying that we are winning the next election. And everybody knows. From where I sit, when change is coming, you can feel it and you know it. People who call you. I can't sit here and tell you, but people know that change is on the way coming. And then people themselves know that change is on the way coming. They know. Then people know that change is on the way coming. Then people know that President Mahama will win the 2020 December 7th election. They know it.
Hey, but maybe because
they know it. They know it. They know it. Greater Accra is a battleground. And I can tell you that we are very confident a number of seats that we are taking Greater Accra. And I'm not going to mention that, but I'm telling you that we will sweep a number of seats in Greater Accra.
Hey. Na okay. Na say lejo kuku ya na yemu de MPP fo age afi munsem. Kro wo ma age afi munsem. Ye frɛ ba ko say ladadi ko topa wo ma age. Bawulesi English amam from wo ma age. E de en bi ompo. E de seat crab you no mo san age. And you are winning back all these seats?
Do you know that the coastal constituencies
have
always been our fortress?
Of course, that's true.
And our focus is that we are taking all of them back.
Yeah, but they are in the minority. They are not more than the constituencies in the north of Accra.
And I'm saying that you wait until the election results comes.
Greater Accra.
Yes.
Because according to Beneficent, the party will be winning Greater Accra is winning the next election.
And NDC is taking Greater Accra.
But only one interesting thing. So we Greater Accra in China. The next populous regions, Ashanti number 2, 3.20 million. Eastern year number 3, your own region, 1.641 million. Central year number 4, 1.568 million. Western region as it stands now, carved out of the Western proper, year number 5, 1.18. And we know the Western region, predominantly NPP, Western North, and NDC. So what your figures ni say does it support the claims you are making?
In politics, it's about strategies. It's about what you put in. It's garbage in, garbage out.
Yes.
And politics is full of surprises. And I'm telling you that 2016 is going to be full of
2020.
2020 is going to be full of surprises. And people will be shocked when the results are churned out.
And this is the Ofosu Ampofo, the strategist, Ofosu Ampofo, the organizer, Ofosu Ampofo, the communicator speaking here.
Yes. I won't walk into this station and come and make statements that I don't believe in.
Premium Ben, our party supporters are ATO, Mfanto assurances we are with them moment.
Assurance is that it is hard work. Hard work produces results. Good strategy and hard work produces results. See, I say somebody called me and told me that for the past 3 hours, President Mahama cannot move in Swame magazine because
that's Ashanti region.
The place is choked and something is going to happen as BB Besi Ashanti region.
Hey, Chairman of
I am telling you, people are disappointed because in Ashanti region they compare and contrast. NDC yen votes for Ashanti region. What did we do? We built KJTR market, one of the modern markets in West Africa. We built it. And now could do KJTR. We say yes, KJTR market in here. We expanded the Kumasi airport. Now microphone to me in fair play. A boss is so clocker. And anaju play. You cut a sword for the terminal now. See, President Mahama look for the money and cut the sword for 2-4 and send the old free economy. They know it. They know the regional hospital that we were building. They know the military hospital that we were building. Women name hospitals, district hospitals, and the ACC no for Mena, any friends say Kumawu, any other places. Women name Ninja, women name Majuma, Akwanya, women name into the people in Ashanti region. Look, I was in Eastern region and I was asking them, I didn't think you're talking for development. I didn't think you're quite you. And you see, who Chamuna do, a friend say, and you know more. Now who quite ben quaya. Now who say, I am dual carriage, and they didn't light 1 kilometer.
Oh, as I'm now
1 kilometer, I measured it with my odometer. 1 kilometer, you call Quabin. South Quina, who is on a 1 kilometer pay.
A Quina street light for
1 kilometer.
1 kilometer from the junction.
From the junction to the end, 1 kilometer, and no one know.
Oh.
And no one make a fast weekend here, and then as a bank Friday or Saturday, Friday and Ajo.
Now, him the man hear me, Mama. Because this is a road leading to the constituency of the roads.
And I'm saying 1 kilometer pen wire and I can now a single carriage. Now, actually, now the roads are in. We went to Eastern region, mentioned by BFI. You started free Akosomo. If you're Kosomo nearby Akusi, and nearby so many to Kofodia to friend saying. Adesu. A kwanya wo ye pa wo Eastern region ye no e kwanya President Mahama ye free Adesu ekosi Asamankese ekosi ayi Akwatia NDC na ye Satan na friend na zone 2 road Satan no say zone 2 road en ye fa ba bia kofa e free ho e fa unam Asamankese to Suhum Kofo even Suhum to Kofodua road is in a bad shape. It me bisa say and ye free ho na ye call a friend say Aseswa Aseswa, Eko Sekesua, Kuro Agogo, Ediba Besi. I mean, baby, I prefer beer quanye. It's just say years of roads, no. Road minister, I mean, say, how much the Eastern region, no more of roads are constructed to Eastern region. Hey, that's my region. Tell me roads are constructed to Eastern region. No much because baby, if I be no. Yeah, who said contractor? Yeah, who said contractor? Of course, how many kilometers have they constructed? Or down to a friend say Nkoko to a brim. How many have been? Because we started that road was started in NDC time. How many kilometers in MPP for the account? Baby, I be a quine. South of Rebecca was one of the worst road. I don't know how many kilometers they have done because unfortunately I have not gone there recently. But time I made a campaign for my national chairmanship on me a quite bonny and me fast we are said about ye cherpony road and about ye sir I be or down fancy road. They see or dance go. It was the one of the terrible roads that I use. Nansa ya call nyanya no ha free ha nyanya no kwan na eko nyanya no eko Pentecost University. Ya dress ni ade nyina che so mo to aso akaba. This is one of the roads that you fast wa wutimi say on sunu nyina dey e wo so. So you ask yourself, say, year of roads, they should come and tell us. I was in Upper West region. 2 roads na me who saw constructed. Funsi Road, no. If overseas, who say serious construction was being done. And now Wild West, and so me who say Wild West also only 2 roads. Who say machines where I went through all the region, the whole upper west. No, only 2 roads. Who say construction. Into year or road, me baby a year of roads because machine gun you know. Machine gun you know. There's difference between propaganda and reality. The reality is that you go around and you don't see roads.
So what in Ghana who say
contractors require me now baby a man who say contractor so me say me metan na me ntwantro eastern region require call round see your call rounds baby a man who kwan bia me koto eastern region say eastern region match require fa so nyina man who baby a machines go where ye kwan bia
hey
the roads minister is listening. He can come and counter me. Me say eastern region baby a me fire man who baby a me ko say machines go so a yeah, because some of your friends say you be a man coho. President Mama buy ne kwan na e koye no. Ya nko odan ofuase ayirebi ene suaduro ene achiase ho no. Ya mfa ho de me mfa ho ye call around me mfa ho. But apart from that me call baby me say manhu baby a machines go kwan so a say ye akwan. But I told the people in Akosomo say President Mahama buy no. Kwame Nkrumah Domi Bridge no ye no. I did 50 years no. Onya and it's what who say that bridge no must be retrofitted. And why a bridge no for fra, it be take you into another 50 years. That is the visionary leadership of President Mahama have provided. That is what separate President Mahama from others. Because the 4 years, Mama, you don't take any Sophie. When there's 2 months, 3 months to say you are cutting sauce everywhere. Dr. Baumia call a friend said, to my oil refinery. You know that is where we refine our oil. And no can say cut it off for the construction of the road. Now and the MPP, they are not going to do bitumen roads. They are going to do concrete roads. Now say I call share workers no. What is their credibility? Where is the concrete road that Dr. Baumia has provided? Ghanaians should vote because of what they have said. No more say, are they credible? No, I say they are going to construct, they are going to do more concrete roads. Concrete roads are here, and Dr. Baumia under Nana Akufo-Addo, the road minister Omaye. But that is what he told us. Dr. Baumia, I went to a passing out ceremony. Emra Omo atake police station here Kwabenya. I'm releasing microphone and I'm call passing out ceremony. A relative was passing out. Also from that time, no, every police station in Ghana is going to be fitted with CCTV cameras. How many police stations have CCTV cameras? How many have they fixed? You don't take the people for granted. You don't just go and run your mouth. Now at the end of the day, all they can say 4 more for what? 4 more to do what? To come and give more promises that you cannot fulfill. 4 more. What is their credibility? Nana Akufo-Addo say, I'm credible. What is that credibility? Oba, what's the President Mahama government? Oba, you operate a lean government. He had about 85 ministers. You now have 125. Is that a lean government? Where is the credibility? Policy credibility, where is it? Oba, you are not going to operate family and friends government. And that's why I don't want to be repeating those things. It is very clear. So you have the most family and friend government in the history of this country. And so when they err, you can't even reprimand them. And look at the situation that we find ourselves as a country. State captured by a few family members, occupying every part of the... How can you have a government? The president is there, the executive secretary is a relation, the finance minister is a relation, the roads minister is a relation, the West and Housing minister is a... they are qualified. It also say Ababiba only qualified people on Abuja or the Bay. But the constitution says that appointment and reflecting national
regional
balance. Then you have all these people. And you say you believe in the rule of law. And the Auditor General who was fighting corruption, you have fought and taken him away. And you say you believe in the rule of law and you believe in good governance. You have fired the Auditor General.
He's on leave.
You have fired him.
He's on leave.
When the Auditor General, everybody knew, and internationally acclaimed, sir, our Auditor General was fighting corruption and was preventing malfeasance in governance. And then they have found a way of pushing that Auditor General out. And you say you believe in good governance, rule of law? What kind of governance system are we having? And to me, the person Magana for who said, then Nana Akufo-Addo that we all believed. I've been in parliament with him. He was in parliament 3 times. I was in parliament 2 times. I was fantastic. We were next door neighbors. We are not just numbers. Me of Antia Kochebi. I can tell what I did as an MP for 8 years. And I served my people and I served them well. And so, the hopes that we all had, say, with the kind of experience and everything, he was going to improve upon our governance. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed in the way that he has fought corruption. Disappointed in the way that he has administered so far. And after 4 years, very little to show by going around and cutting sauce left, right, and center. Yeah, and now I'm say 4 years no. Brabebu akonta naka ne awaye. Enti na President Mahama ko jino tun for say me meka sama ye 1,000 projects. Me bebo projects amaye de achiro. Obi si enko tracker so. Enye tracker. We will tell you what we have done. The number of hospitals are here. The number of schools are yesi. The number of universities are yesi. The number of expanded Tamale, Kumasi, and Accra port, airport. Ni nyina ya expanded. Eba Haba, Takrade Haba was under expansion. You knew any free honum. Tema was under expansion. It was more completed. One of the modern terminals in the whole of West Africa. You do more than say when the yaya dia boa Ghana for. Enti brana betre say once 4 years now. And then now the sikaye. When President Mahama used about 54 billion, and you're using about 100 and how much? 146 or thereabout billion. Tell us what you have used the money for. Yes, you can be an edible business here, Pokwasi interchange. But
if you want to know, you've been a parliamentarian before. That's where the loans are approved. Yes. So you go to parliament.
Yes, that is why I'm saying that this is the time also. But make railway now you constructed from Temano. President Mahama ne ko India no ko negotiating no G loan the best because what President Mahama was doing is say opese pressure na that ye kwan na free hako Burkina Faso no. Pressure no come from oya kwan is see na heavy load here but no containers ni ade ni nyina no ye ba be inland friends transport na ye de sa containers ni na afa ensuo no so near the akobupe na omo afi friends high regions no instead of coming to Accra for all the traffic no omo ba bupe port na omo be form nyama no omo de ko. That is the vision that we put across in terms of roads, in terms of education, in terms of health infrastructure. Baby, that is why we're just calling for a debate. President Mahama, you over 4 years, over 4 years. Roads, yemfa, hospitals, yemfa, schools, educational institutions, yemfa. Debate you see, that brings the best out of it. The other time, me make a comment to be said. It is about time say your governance institutions should recommend this a debate commission in this country. You cannot be a president without telling the people what you want to do and accounting to the people. You cannot be a president. I wouldn't mean facing Ghana for now. Can see these are the alternative. It is not even late. Sir, between now and election time, you bet me I can see emergency peso. No be amu na you have contact. Enti ebred do say IDEC, IEA, CDD, any other governance institutions should craft a legislation. Normally, what is done is that in this, ubenya konfo leader, normally friends advocate, normally abase, young craft ni yen say, unti me di president ube dwane Africa na for him say, subject me to the people. Why is he running away from debate? And President Mahama has said time and again, only last week, or Ekosiisen region said, I am still prepared to say, baby, I'll say debate. I am running a debate on infrastructure, on rules, on governance, on corruption.
But why is the debate part of your campaign strategy? Other the debates ni here, Musa.
I don't hear because on my informed decision, you put two things before them. Bible mukro say me the nkwani wo na si but meeting for say you see, you need to put things in their perspective. Unfortunately, I always say, our radio stations, government will believe in good governance, I will believe in democracy, human rights, and I don't know. Most of the radio stations that are supposed to be pro NDC, they are closing it down.
Most. How many are they?
Most. About 100.
And all the 100 are pro NDC stations?
Across the country.
They are all pro NDC stations.
In Accra here, when you come here, the three biggest radio stations of Radio Gold, Muntie, and XYZ Tadai, they now have been closed down. But in governance, open the space. Nama others and so, intimate come massam. Send your buyer, Obi Akan, Obi assumption, Coco, no career. Wa ka do adwuma wan fa adwuma. But men kan for kasabo anya de. En fa hye won sam.
Okay.
I call a friend of mine. Royal FM is a Senkregua.
Yeah, Royal FM. I know Royal
FM. They've schemed and closed the station down.
But when you say they've schemed, that's not a fair point to make. You are a governance person. You don't say that.
So you want to say they orchestrated?
No, that's not even fair. But were there no reasons for Royal FM, for example?
Well, you see,
on there
are some radio stations with similar situations which are operating.
Oh, okay. You know any of them?
It's not fair. And it's not good that I sit here and mention names of radio stations. But I'm telling you, sir, it's not fair. Sir, what banner stations I feel, sir, one more a year. You see, give the opposition
the opportunity, the voice.
Give them a voice. Give them a voice.
Chairman, and I believe, sir, a Yamau
voice. Kasiepa. Na many are just a mama miss our voice.
We appreciate you.
My share Ghana for now, boss. You can't pay your equal. You're them did at them. But if I see a Ghana for no fat Dr. Bomia Dijna and San Yesu. No be son say, oh, buy another dollar no to see the near 3.8. And I will say, dollar no agin some into Banova BCS economy stabilize the city. Say it is almost 5.86. Is that stabilization? Is that what you promised Ghanaians that you are coming to do? And so 4 more years, no person $100 no, as a double no from 5.8 to about 10 point something. You don't deserve to be given another 4 more years because Sauba ena dollar seed near 3.8 and then what to me as stabilizing a man above man, I'm Nigeria okra. If I can see the rate of a friend say depreciation, no? But what have you done? What have you done to our city?
But the record shows that the rate of depreciation under them is slower.
What have you? Me say over 3.8 and then 5.8.
No, the
almost
rate
6.
of depreciation is slower.
It is not about rate. We are talking in nominal. Okay, rate. The rate of depreciation. Yeah, can say. CD to dollars is here. Dr. Bomiata Mokoye big lectures for friends at Central University or see or be arrested dollar no. That is the question Ghanaians are asking. In some of my promises, I can say, what have you done about those promises? We lean government, no, also practice family and friends, no, also by fighting corruption, no, corruption now fighting, those are the indicators. Ghana for Beijing no head. No more there to aba. Until now the Nkrofo kasa. I want to also Obama Nkrofo nya adwuma ye no. Galamsey also oba megu no oba behemu obehemu kina waboa wo no bremu na wo se oba na ani ate no kohwe bremu no na kohwe pra river no kala ne te sen how which people are doing the galamsey excavators age ye na hifo na de ma wom da ben excavators nyanta bantimi 2 year ye hu ba bi excavators wo where are they? And let me tell you one thing, President John Dramani Mahama went to Koforidua and announced say Obi fili ma mu baye galamsey ya na echi na so nde nya no manonko Ghana fo bi akoye galamsey so matomra ya chi bigu afiase ebi no mawuwu mi hu video bi catch bi fie kwatia ye de eja koto na excavators mu e ma ni twajajo sun sa o se mi nie mi ntimi kwatia bio mi de hay mi se da ye kwatia mbisa na se ne so wawu people have died wawu Listen, Anna,
you similar things happen.
Anna, I mean, did we collect excavators and share it to our political cronies?
My excavators were bent in this country.
And I'm saying that did we collect excavators and share it to our cronies? And our party people at the expense of the other people as well. Munja the other year. It's President Mahama assurance so ba. Say ni pa we no na ya chi omagu no. Obe more amnesty because of course say we have not been fair to them. Okay, so more amnesty. Do you know what is happening now?
What's happening?
Na Kufuado and Attorney General actually letter their comma prisons directorate. So I'm compiling names of one more. You don't want to begum as a result of galamsey near day now. Me say
you have that letter. You have a copy of that letter.
Me say Nanado is implementing NDC manifesto, but it is too late in the day because time as soon say you be come now I am telling you that they are in the process of say you compile names of Nkofona. Galamsey,
but you spoke of a letter and there is no such letter.
Well, I'm saying that I don't have that letter here.
So why do you say what you're saying?
Okay, so I'm saying that it is alleged that a letter has been written to the prisons authority. Say one more compile at least, and I'll not be surprised. Say Nana Akufo-Addo ebe ba be announce say enkrofo na galamsey nti ya chi won gu mu no free won. Me say market yo, me statement mama no, me say enya me nwanwa. Say obeba say nipa na President Mahama say onwini a obeyi o ma free mu because of say they have been given a rod obema won obe exercising the prerogative of mercy. No ka say galamsey nti na edumba gu mu 10 years 5 years ni ade a major because me ba na ma ba be siesie galamsey environment no na ma small scale mining ni na ma redistribute a friend say concessions and control use na ma University of Mines and Technology for ma assign them to every district no ma ba be training processes ama omo into galamsey no na ya ma small scale mining for ya ma nimde a won betimi mining to protect the environment, recover the environment and ensure say they will do mining that will not hurt water bodies and hurt the environment. This is the pledge that President Mahama has done, and he has set in motion processes. And people, I know people who are working towards all these things and ensuring say, "Yeah, beba na a good year na nyankopon de acha ye no. Ye indiscriminating ka say, "Wonya party near, wonya bi. Now your party near be more bi." We are not going to do that.
The Honorable Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, my yenase, I can see.
Oh, your time also.
I saw that one time about. And then my idea.
My medawasi. Let me conclude by thanking Asempa FM. I don't know because I suspect that Radio 1 and Ahonto FM are carrying this thing live.
Okay.
No,
I didn't know. But we are grateful to them.
I think that they are carrying it live.
We are very, very, very grateful.
Nah, yes, he said, "Ni vigilance. Your party agents are training. We are training them vigilance and honesty. Na so. Your phone say, "Yeah, be a friend of D-Day operations fundraising." Hey. And I say, adopt a polling agent.
Adopt a polling agent.
Hey, sponsor a polling agent. You're very simple. Say, sponsor a polling agent. You want to say, you know, phone say, you be deploy about 80,000 polling agents. Well, they will deploy about 80,000 polling agents. I hope I can get this thing so that at the Mafabrunya home, I will panel. The best hard deployment now, yes. The essence, they say, your person will be a Timmy Emayen, who 200 Ghana cedis. What to me?
Adopt a polling agent.
A sponsor.
Like you sponsor a
what
polling agent.
Sponsor a polling agent.
Okay.
So just 200. What me sponsor a polling agent. Yeah, a friend is saying, no, they 2 ways. My mention with the Sawa with the mommy 1 minute.
And let me take the opportunity read some few messages and then we wrap up with Chairman Yetimi Atwaso. We say.
Don't you have it?
Honorable Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, aren't you tired of giving ostentatious promises? Look, Ghanaians are sick and tired of this. It's laughable listening to the linguistics acrobatics. Is it that you've soon forgotten that you're speaking to the same Ghanaians who yanked the NDC from office in 2016? It will interest you to know that at the time of making this post, you had told as many as 126 big fat lies. You know in your heart of hearts that your so-called 53% projection for JM in the upcoming election is a mirage and at best can be described as political blah blah blah. Okay, that word cannot be repeated. Only NDC would take a person who in his previous capacity as director of elections of the NDC could not even collate results for his party in the last elections, or say respectfully, Sir Obama in Pokwase. This one says, NALAC president says the motorbikes were procured in 2009. I don't know. 2011.
I distributed it.
And a current NALAC president is a 2000.
2011. I was a local government minister in 2011.
Okay.
The motorbikes were given at the State House. I was there. President Mahama was there as a vice president. And then, handing over motorbikes. I was a local government minister then.
Okay, no problem.
I don't know which NALAC president is talking about, but maybe he's talking about a different thing.
Okay.
But I want to challenge him that The motorbikes were
2011.
distributed in 2011.
Okay, me pacho. Now,
Me say sponsor a polling agent to protect your vote. Donate 200 Ghana cedis per polling agent. Momo accounts no. 055 86 93 929. Mame Mbobio. 055 86 93 929. Say, o send it 200. System no will receive it and give you an acknowledgement. Not just say, what me abwa as sponsor one polling agent.
Okay.
You better deploy about 80,000 polling agents into a year asem kese. Afi ne to so me no so no. Ye wo fundraiser bi no so ye be the friend D-Day fund raising activity. No so no. Card no about 2,000. O person obo party na auto card na 2,000.
Okay.
So they bet me they fund your D-Day activity. Can D-Day activities election day activities. Aduane e de be ma party agents, movement of people, transport to be ni nyina you part of D-Day activities. You don't have enough money to do that, but you per se your party no you share responsibility. Okay. No be owo GD or President Mahama mu bia no otimi contribute to 29th and the best had no trade fair.
Okay.
Trade fair, one of the friends say
pavilions no
pavilions no. Now
this month
that 29th no so consider President Mahama birthday. And if you love the party and you love President Mahama, just 2,000
per card. Okay.
Na for boy, na you raise enough resources. Na you mobilize as many because you will be a friend GOTV on election day. Get out the voters. And we need to put a lot of boots on the grounds on election day to ensure that they move from house to house, from hamlet to hamlet. Now, we need to get a lot of people like the US. What happened? What I say in about a century, this is the highest turnout in the US.
In the US,
when people feel that they need to take the destiny of the country into their own hands, they will come out and decide. Come out in your numbers and decide. And change this government and bring government that will not practice family and friends nepotism and a large size government that produces very little. In modern governance terminology, we use less to produce more.
That's efficiency.
And that is efficiency. Thank you very much.
Chairman Ofosu Ampofo ne attending kan ye da se papa Ekosiisen so ne it's been fun having you on our show. Ye da se pa nyame nhira. And we wish you well. I mean in all your targets, your projections and everything. It's not an easy race but nyame in this side.
The battle is of the Lord. And he'll fight our battle for us. Osi misrim for mu woman na no.
Bio de biarada.
Enti ye say nyankopon be kwa kwamai.
Asore baba
akofo. Enkunimdie ebe ye da. I am very very positive about the outcome of this election. Wow. God has spoken. Nothing can change it.
Medase. Chairman of